And welcome back to the WHHI Daily News. For his monthly update, the mayor of Beaufort is with us, Phil Cromer. Happy March, Mayor. Let's just jump right in. You've come off of a fabulous Beaufort International Film Festival. So how'd it go?
It went very well. It took place the 18th through the 23rd of February. We had a great turnout on opening night. It usually brings a lot of visitors here to Beaufort, some out of town and a lot local. But it was a fabulous week and turned out great. It comes at a perfect time of the year for us because that's sort of an off season in terms of tourism. But this brings in quite a few people and puts a couple of heads in bed. So it's a good festival.
Well, Ron Tucker does such an amazing job. Now, next year is a biggie. It's the 20th.
It's the 20th. It is a biggie, and I'm looking forward to it because I'd like to present them with a key to the city if possible.
Oh, that'd be wonderful. Well deserved. All right, let's jump into your strategic planning session. So how did that go?
It went very well. As you know, the first time we scheduled it was during the snowstorm, so we had to postpone it for a month. But we had 3 days of very lively discussion. We got a lot done. We reviewed our past initiatives. And how we were making progress on those. We also looked at some emerging issues that we're going to need to address in the upcoming 2 years. But this is basically our strategic plan for the next 2 to 3 years. And we went through quite a bit. We have a lot of capital projects that we're trying to get underway. As you know, the waterfront park is one of the main things that we discussed. We also talked about stormwater and our marina. And we're trying to set up the Waterfront Advisory Committee, so we'll be addressing that. We've already had the first round of interviews. We'll be bringing the finalists back, I guess, if you will, for another interview here at our next meeting.
Very, very good. So did you have some public input? Was the public invited? I think so.
Absolutely. It was open to the public. We held it at the Black Chamber of Commerce. Excuse me. Every day we have public comment at the end of the period, so that we can hear from people on what's on their mind, so that we can make sure we put that into our plans going forward.
Okay, very good. Now, I know you're a history buff, and coming up in March is Lafayette Day. So you want to share with our viewers why it's so important to Beaufort?
Well, it's important to Beaufort because he actually made a stop here. So we're celebrating the actual 200th anniversary celebration of his arrival in Beaufort. And by the way, it's on the same date, March 18th. That's the day he came back in 1825. He arrived late at night, but we're going to change the time. We're going to have it at 10 a.m. in the mornings when we're going to begin. He will be landing at our day dock by boat. We will greet him with a cannon fire and then a 13-gun salute. I will greet him and give him the key to the city. That we will then go over towards the carriages, which will carry us down in sort of a parade formation down Bay Street to the Verdeer House, where the dignitaries, hopefully the governor, he's been invited if he shows up, but we'll have some speeches and all that, welcoming this reenactor who's going to be portraying Lafayette, and he will give an address to the city. We also have several activities that will take place that afternoon along Scott Street, put on by the Sons of American Revolution, Daughters of the American Revolution, and several other groups. And then that evening, we're going to have Dancing with Lafayette at the Beaufort Arsenal. So it'll be learn how to dance that 1820s period dance, and then have some libations and some food, and hopefully a wonderful evening. And then we'll send him off on his farewell on his next trip. So.
It sounds like a wonderful celebration, and you will definitely be in your element. Are you going to wear something special?
I am. I have a Regency outfit, so I'm going to look like I stepped out of Downton Abbey or something. But I have a top hat, cane, the whole 9 yards. So I'm dressed to do this thing.
All right. That's going to be a great event. Again, that is on March the 18th. What time does all the festivities begin, Mayor?
At 10 o'clock in the morning, and it'll go till 12 is where the main part of it is. And then the afternoon, as I mentioned, we'll have those exhibits out on Scott Street for people to learn a little bit about the period and about these different groups. And then at 5:30 is the Dancing with Lafayette at the Arsenal.
All right, Lafayette Day on March the 18th. I believe that's a Tuesday. So have a lot of fun. And thank you for joining us for your monthly update, Mayor Phil Cromer. And we'll be right back with more news. Don't go away.